I'm in Milan, in this building called the Bosco Verticale, which means vertical forest. It's a building that I've always wanted to visit. It's very innovative and forward-thinking. Not like me. I believe that the best way to understand what makes a country and its people unique is through their food. This is incredible. Oh, man. And this is true nowhere more than Italy. Andiamo a mangiare.
Okay.
Nice, you smell that? Where even the shape of your pasta and the sauce you serve it with speaks directly to identity.
You like it?
I love it. Oh my God, it's so good! And differentiates the character and history of each region sharply from the next. Which is not what you expect. I'm Stanley Tucci, and I'm exploring the complex connections between the land, the people, and the food they eat in order to discover the essence of each region in the country I love, Italy. Milan is the capital of Lombardy, Italy's economic powerhouse. It's a landlocked region in the north. Its three financial capitals, Milan, Bergamo, and Brescia, form a triangle of industry. It's a forward-thinking region which produces nearly a quarter of Italy's wealth. One known more for manufacturing than agriculture, more for gray skies than blue. How has that industry and innovation impacted Lombardy's food? My first stop, to find out, is a familiar one. I've been to this restaurant before, a few years ago. It's family run. It's one of the best restaurants in Italy, probably one of the best in the world. This is Da Vittorio, a restaurant that's long been at the forefront of Lombard cuisine. It's one of a handful in Italy holding 3 Michelin stars. But there's more to this place than its old world stylings. In fact, it houses its very own vertical farm. An innovative lab where its prized produce is grown. Whoa.
We are the first vertical farm focused on fine dining. We grow in 1 hectare as 300 hectares of normal agriculture. 1 to 300.
Really?
Yeah, trust me.
I trust you. You're wearing a lab coat. Of course I trust you. Despite appearances, Luca Travaglini and Rossella Rosso are farmers. They grow nearly 10 pounds of fresh greens here every day.
Before, agriculture was driven by climate. Now we change how we look at agriculture. I don't have to produce where there are the climate, the social condition.
Right.
I can produce all over the world.
We are able really to fine-tune every specific input that the plants need in terms of climate, light recipe, nutrient solution, irrigation. Really, we optimize every single phase of the growth of the plant.
Everything that we grow has no pesticides. We use less water possible, so we never spray any water on top of the leaves. These are the only leaves worldwide that doesn't have to be washed to be eaten.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we try some?
Yeah, sure.
The Planet Farms team supply the restaurant with around 35 species of herbs and vegetables, including 6 types of basil. So this is the what?
This is a cinnamon basil. I suggest you to do this. This one, I leave, and you feel the sweetness.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, did you create that?
No.
That existed?
Yeah, exists.
In nature?
Yeah, in nature. And it's
like it punches you
always
in the
the
mouth.
same. The nice thing, also in particular for David Torre, is that it's not easy to do 3 Michelin star dishes when normal agriculture deliver anytime something slightly different.
Yeah.
But here, when we deliver them, the basil is always the same taste.
That's incredible. Vertical farms like this one may represent the future of agriculture, especially in a region where land and sunshine are at a premium. But what's it like on the plate?
Rucchetta.
In the kitchen, brothers Kiko and Bobo Cherea lead a brigade of world-class chefs. Their father put the restaurant on the map when it became the first to serve seafood in landlocked Bergamo. Gentlemen, che facciamo? But today, they're pushing the envelope even further with these special greens.
Questa è la nostra Planet Salad con un gel di pomodoro, tutte le varietà di insalate dalla Planet e condite, Bobo,
con una vinaigrette di aceto, vino rosso e ciliegia e un po' di balsamico, un mix di aceto.
Ah. No. Never in my life have I ever tasted such complexity of flavor in a tiny little salad. No, never. What are they doing now?
Facciamo un tacos con pesce, con appunto la ricciola e tutte le erbe che tutti i giorni noi avete visto prendiamo dalla nostra vertical farm. Agrumi, erbe e pesce. Pesce crudo.
Adesso Chico sta tagliando la ricciola e poi andremo a condirla con un fondo di cottura fatto con l'isca della ricciola e una salsa soia che darà la parte sapida a questo piatto.
Ah. This is kohlrabi.
This is kohlrabi.
This is shiso, yeah.
Basilico rosso.
Basilico rosso, sì.
Poi mettiamo la menta, mint.
Tutte erbe molto rinfrescanti, molto balsamiche.
Sì.
Ok, mettiamo un paio di fette di pesce per ogni tacos.
La cosa bella che è successa quando è arrivato Planet Farm, si è sviluppata nella testa delle persone la voglia di sperimentare. È arrivata come una ventata di novità, di entusiasmo, di energia nuova che è pazzesco.
Bene. Grazie.
Cheers. Grazie. So fresh.
Yes.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. For the final dish, the brothers liquefy their plants into a luxurious pesto, served rather non-traditionally with Lombardy's quintessential staple, risotto.
È una crema di pesto, però
pesto.
c'è l'aggiunta di un po' di menta e non c'è aglio, per lasciarlo un po' più light, un po' più leggero.
La base è il basilico.
Sì.
Tante del risotto, la mantecatura.
Ok, fantastico.
Questa è una bisque di teste di gambero viola.
Sì. Damn it, look at
Dammi
that.
un cucchiaio.
So they're red prawns, the violet prawns.
Oh, it's nice.
Yep.
Buono, dolce, eh?
Ok.
Come il miele, sempre.
Yeah.
Honey.
So sweet, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Uova di salmone.
Stop it.
Bei colori estivi,
Yeah.
very nice color, but also, I hope if you try, it's good.
Unbelievable. Thank you.
No,
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That is, I don't know what it is. It's like beyond food. The spirit of Lombard innovation is made tangible in these extraordinary dishes. But has that same drive made its way into the food people eat every day in this region? Whoa, look how fast that guy's going. That's the thing in Italy. People do drive very quickly. Not me. I'm on the highway, known as the Autostrada. The Italians were actually the first to create these highways. Of course, their second thought was, well, we need to eat. So they created Autogrill. The brainchild of local entrepreneur Mario Pavesi, the Autogrill not only revolutionized roadside dining, it heralded a shift in Italian culture. Today, this is one of almost 600 roadside restaurants in Italy. And I'm making a pit stop at one of the branches near Linate on the highway to Milan. What are you getting?
I'm getting the spaghetto ai 3 pomodori.
Tea Lenarduzzi is a local who first came to this branch as a child. Now a journalist, she writes about Italian culture. I'm gonna have the risotto alla milanese.
Okay, straight away.
Grazie. Where did you grow up?
Varese, which is
Varese, yeah.
more or less where this motorway started.
Right.
And it was the motorway that connects the Lake
Right.
District with Milan. So this would be the last stop off before you get into the madness of Milan.
Grazie.
Prego. Buon
Grazie.
appetito.
Grazie. All right, let's go eat.
My life was just kind of punctuated by stops in Autogrill. The excitement that I would feel when my dad would say, shoes on, you'd be like, okay, great.
And they've been around since,
This one here was built in the 1950s, 58.
and they were made to sort of look like the modern world.
They were made in the time post-war when Italy moved from being an agrarian, mostly agrarian nation to being the modern consumer country that it is. People had cars for the
Yeah.
first time really ever.
The Italian miracle, is that what they called it?
Yeah, exactly, the economic boom, the miracolo,
Yeah.
they called it. The question was, so what's Italy going to be? What are Italians going to be?
Yeah.
And we have the freedom now to almost start from scratch. There were all of these ideals kind of in the culture that you should be able to eat well, cheaply. And also people were moving in a way that they weren't. Sounds very grand, but in a way, Autogrill,
No.
you know, you tell a lot about a country by their service station.
Yeah. How is it?
It's great.
You good?
It's fresh.
It's incredible.
And you
It's al
feel-
dente. Look at the amount of saffron in there, too.
Generous.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. And they've not given you a full ossobuco, which would be, you know,
Yeah.
you'd feel it, you'd need to sleep. Not
Yeah,
advisable.
you're asleep at the wheel, yes.
Exactly.
Last year, Italians ate 5 million of their meals at Autogrill. I'm going behind the scenes to see where this innovative company is heading next. At the Milan headquarters, there's a team that develops the recipes served at Autogrill outlets nationwide.
Ciao Stanley.
Stefano.
Stefano,
How
nice
are
to meet you.
Nice
How
to
are
meet
you?
you too. Director Stefano Campolongo runs the test kitchen, and he's giving me a preview of their latest menu.
Stan, Simone Salvini,
Simone.
Tuesday.
Ciao.
and Ruben.
Ciao.
Nice to meet you.
Ciao, nice to meet you too.
It took almost 3 years to develop the ragu that you're gonna taste today. It's a vegan, completely vegan ragu.
Completely vegan. Because sometimes you don't want to eat meat, even though you
Yes,
may not be a
exactly.
vegetarian or a vegan or whatever. Sometimes you go and you're like, I don't want to have meat for lunch. Currently, only 2% of Italians are vegan, but Autogrill are already planning for the future.
This is a protein, a soy protein.
Soy protein. Is it flavored with, what do you...
The flavor soy and spices, wild herbs,
Right.
coconut, just a little.
There's some cinnamon, sage,
Cinnamon, bay
rosemary.
leaf, black pepper.
This is a
lemon
secret.
zest.
This is a secret for the flavor,
Oh, really?
of course.
I thought you were saying it was a secret, because it's
Yeah, of
going to go
course.
on television, and then it's not a secret anymore.
Then we have the final touch, that is a broad beans cheese.
Also,
Similar, yeah, yes, try it. It's a fermented broad beans.
really good.
Interesting.
These are all the ingredients of a classic ragu. And the difference is this and this.
With
Wow.
oil instead of the butter.
All plant-based.
Plant-based.
Yeah.
You will see, we have to be fast because
Yeah.
when we are in the motorways, you have to be fast. So we find the exact point of cooking of the pasta and when to stop the cooking to have a fantastic al dente,
Sì.
al dente pasta. It needs just to be warm it up and it's ready, 30 seconds.
What?
Yeah, timer.
So it's actually pre-cooked
Pre-cooked
and then frozen.
frozen exactly when we decide to stop it, to have the perfect cooking as we.
Because this
we
is
do.
the problem when you stop at a place and they have all the pasta laid out.
Yeah.
Inevitably, it just turns into mush,
Yes.
right? Because it
Yes.
keeps cooking and you
Keeps
can't stop it,
cooking.
and they heat it up. And
It's already. Okay.
Really?
It's already.
Will you cook for my children? Ma bello.
This is for you.
Grazie.
You will see that the final flavor will in somehow remind of a traditional ragu.
I'm smelling it like it. It smells like a ragu. I wouldn't know that that was vegan. It tastes like minced veal.
Yes.
This is our target.
And I would tell you, even though the camera's running, I would say, yeah. That's amazing. For Italians, the Auto Grill captures a nostalgia for a particular moment in history and a comforting vision of a future where everybody can eat incredible food. The economic miracle forever changed Lombardy's landscape to one of industry. But it also had a surprising impact on the food that was made here. Brescia is Lombardy's second biggest town. It's also one of its wealthiest. That money comes largely from manufacturing, steelmaking, and ironmongery. I'm heading 20 miles south to the outskirts of Calvisano, one of Brescia's satellite towns. And I've come to a steel mill to meet a local who's harnessed that industry to create an unlikely Lombard ingredient.
I don't know if you can see.
There.
Because, okay.
Huge.
Oh, wow.
They really are like prehistoric looking.
Yes, like a dinosaur.
Carla Sora's company exports almost a third of all the sturgeon caviar eaten in the world. All of which she produces right here by harvesting the eggs of these prehistoric-looking creatures.
We breed 7 species, and each species offers a different kind of caviar.
How big does the sturgeon?
This depends upon the species. We talk about 60, 70 kilos for female. The process can last up to 20 years to produce eggs. So
Wow.
it's a long, long time, and this is why caviar is so expensive. Caviar is expensive because of the time.
This exists from the, the process of making the steel.
Exactly. It's a sustainable process. We were the first to breed sturgeon in aquaculture farm.
It may seem a little counterintuitive to produce one of the world's most expensive ingredients in an industrial estate, but it's a surprisingly clean and eco-friendly process which uses the surplus heat from the steelworks to provide constant warm water essential to the sturgeon's egg laying.
We started for the meat of the fish.
Right.
Because the meat of the sturgeon, it's very, very delicious.
Yes.
But in 1998, the International Convention placed the sturgeon among the animals that have to be protected from risk of extinction. The caviar became immediately from wild caviar to farmed caviar.
Wild caviar is it's
totally
illegal
illegal and
all over
forbidden.
all over the world.
Yes.
And no one had done this before.
No one.
No.
We are the most cutting-edge farm to do high quality and sustainable caviar.
That's incredible. A quick hop across the fish pond is the Calvisius Caviar Factory. Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Quality control manager Michele Mondolo runs the factory floor. Very exciting. This is where you're extracting the egg.
Yeah. Okay. These are some examples from our farm. They came here that they are ready to be worked, and,
Right.
and so the eggs are ready to be extracted.
How many fish do you do a day?
For this type of size, we are going to do 50, 60 per day.
Each of these beasts could be carrying up to $50,000 worth of caviar in their bellies, making what happens next a very delicate operation.
It takes a lot of time to learn how to do that.
Oh, I bet. I gotta get in there.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is
What?
yeah,
What's going to be the weight of this in the end?
more or less the 10% of the weight of the fish.
So they have 10%
Yeah, 10%
of their body weight
of the body
in
weight.
eggs.
Yes, exactly.
The remaining sturgeon are filleted and sold. Another innovative company policy. Nothing goes to waste. The sturgeon roe are then washed in a process that resembles panning for gold. Only, actually, more lucrative. Okay, so now
This is transformation from sturgeon roe to caviar. So she's gonna add, according to secret recipe, and through this weight system, she's gonna add salt and preservative.
I didn't think I'd ever see that much caviar.
No, yeah. And imagine that all of this comes only from one fish.
I know.
So now this is caviar.
Oh, man. Bye. Thankfully, I don't have to wait too long to try the stuff. We're going to Al Gambero, the oldest fine dining establishment in town. I love caviar.
Yes, but this is.
I mean, I've made that clear to you, I think, already.
Let me say the best caviar in the world.
Is it? Is it?
I think so.
I'm very excited about this. Show me what to do.
Okay, start with this one. And Iberia. Oh. The best way is to use mother pearl spoon to avoid that the metal.
It has an interaction.
Right, exactly. Or you can use gold. Gold, but
As
gold
one
spoon,
does,
but-
yes, of course.
Put on your hand the caviar.
Yeah.
Okay, this is fresh, and it's very important that the caviar is fresh and no smell. No smell.
No smell.
No, absolutely no smell.
Yeah, it has no
Okay,
smell.
and now,
That was attractive.
delicious. Okay.
Can I just eat the whole thing?
Absolutely, you have to.
This is the greatest day of my life. Though caviar is not a traditional Lombard ingredient, the locals have found a way to embrace it with a dish that is as simple as it is luxurious.
This is one of the best way to taste in caviar with spaghetti.
So
You
spaghetti
found shrimp
and shrimp.
and shrimp, and caviar on the top, very light,
Yep.
very delicious. Okay.
Yep. Okay. This is so
And you have a
incredibly decadent and beautiful. It's like a dream. Yeah.
They come together very well.
That's one of the best plates of pasta I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah. This may seem a million miles from the steel forges that birthed it. You're like the most elegant woman I've ever spent time with. Don't tell my wife. Cheers.
Thank you, Stanley.
But for Brescians, luxurious food has always gone hand in hand with industry. But despite the industriousness of the Lombards, not every ingredient's journey is a surefire success. The longest river in Italy, the Po, flows through the south of Lombardy, where it forms a marshy flatland called the Pianura Padana. It's also an area that gives its name to Lombardy's most famous cheese, Grana Padano. Milder, sweeter, and less expensive than Parmigiano, it's become the most consumed cheese in the world. But just 40 years ago, Grana Padano's future was far less certain. And it was only saved thanks to a rather unlikely part of the Lombard population.
Stanley.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
I'm just shoveling the food.
Oh, it's the food. You're not shoveling the other stuff.
No, it's just, no.
Gurpreet Singh is one of about 30,000 Sikhs living and working in Lombardy today.
These are the pregnant ones. They will give birth, and then they will start their career.
Right.
Yeah, so young.
So when did you start your career?
I started here in 2018.
But you came to Italy when you were...
I was 6 months old when I came here.
From where?
I came from Punjab. The Punjabi people came here in the 1980s because many people were leaving this job. Many farmers were closing their farms, moving towards the big cities. So the Italian labor needed
you needed
workers.
a workforce.
Yeah.
You needed people who knew what they were doing.
Oh, yes, it's a job that we know how to do.
And that was why people like your dad came over here. Gurpreet's parents were part of a wave of migration from the Indian state of Punjab, an area with a similar flat, marshy landscape to the Pianura Padana. And with their shared farming culture and respect for the sanctity of cattle, the Sikhs not only filled a gap left by Lombardy's economic miracle, but they helped resuscitate the industry as a whole.
There was a time that old farmers were very violent with cows. They didn't have patience. Now we are very, very, very calm with them. We don't like to shout. That is very important. So they are not scared. They feel very safe and calm, and they give more milk because their nervous system releases the milk production.
Their production is better.
You can win everything with love. Because
you can.
So all the cows you can see, they are all under the roof because they want to stay fresh.
Yeah, it's completely. Yes. It's much cooler in here than it is out there.
But also they love rain. They are very active.
Yeah.
They move a lot. They do a lot of sound. Some are very shy. It's like human beings.
Yeah. Their personalities are different.
Yeah, personalities. We established the standard with the quality of our milk.
Right.
And now it's one of the best in the world.
Today, Indians, and largely Sikhs, make up around 50% of the dairy sector in Lombardy. This is where it all goes.
4,000 liters, because each cow produces about from 20 to 25 liters of milk.
A day?
A day, yes. It's a lot.
So the cows are really happy?
Yes, happy.
Yeah.
And here I have the Hall of Fame. These are the best of the best. They give a lot of milk.
Right.
That was my idea, because the cows had feelings and also they had a soul. So as a way to honor them and appreciate them, I started to hang up these tags.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Just an idea, but it's a silly idea. But
no, it's not a silly idea at all. It's very moving.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The influx of Punjabi workers to Lombardy helped save what is now a $2 billion industry and ensured the survival of Grana Padano. And if happy cows do produce more milk, perhaps some of that success is down to the kindness of people like Preet.
This is cheese from the milk we produce.
Oh my
It's a present for you.
This is the Grana Padano?
Yes.
You're going to have a piece?
Oh, sure.
Here.
Thank you very much.
You want some more? before.
It's all yours.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I'll take it. Oh my God, it's so good.
Intense.
Yeah, I love it. Totally different
Yes.
than Parmigiano, isn't it? An openness to an evolving workforce helped save this dying industry, and I hope earned acceptance for this hard-working community. But the path of progress is not always a straight one. There's a backlash in Lombardy that's threatening its forward-thinking ideals. Milan is an island of innovation, a vibrant and modern city that now stands in starker contrast than ever with the nation's conservative policies. I'm going to a traditional Sunday lunch with a local family caught in the middle. New fathers Davide Fassi and Davide Chiappa. Permesso.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Ciao, Stanley. Facciamo così.
Yes. Davide,
Ciao,
nice
Davide,
to meet you.
Davide.
Martino Libero.
Ciao.
We're smashing the potatoes for gnocchis.
Yes.
And Martino is helping us.
How often do you make gnocchi?
Yeah, I think once a month.
Once a month.
It's just a kind of special dish for him.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there are carbs, and then we put ragu. It's a bit balanced between carbs and protein. It's a favorite dish.
That's good.
Yeah, also for us, because it's quite simple to prepare and it's complete food for him.
My daughter, she's about to be 6.
Okay.
Non mangia ragù.
No.
Non mangia anche marinara.
Martino eats everything.
Everything.
Yeah. 6 months.
The couple became parents with the help of a surrogate in Oregon. So he's an American citizen.
He's only
an
American citizen. Yeah.
But in a twist of fate, while spending their first days with Martino in America, they learned that back home, Italian policy had changed overnight, and that their local council would no longer be able to recognize his birth certificate.
We have birth certificate from US when we are both parents and parents, but it's not possible to translate the certificate.
In Italy, there is no recognition of same-sex parents. We were in the very middle of a political storm where the actual government...
What's up?
Yeah, I know, it's a storm, it's very sad.
So you're talking about, like, you just adopted him.
As a same-sex parents in Italy, you can't adopt.
Even before this administration?
It's not allowed.
Uh-oh.
Amore mio.
The family is in limbo while they challenge the government policy in court to allow Martino to be legally recognized under both their names. Otherwise, one of the fathers will have to give up his rights as a parent.
Amore mio.
Why did you want to have children? Look how exhausting it is.
Oh, amore mio, are you tired?
We'll make the gnocchi. It must be so frustrating. Che pensano I nonni?
I nonni che arriveranno fra poco.
Sì.
I nostri nonni hanno comunque accolto chiaramente la nostra decisione, con un po' di paura chiaramente, perché sanno perfettamente che la situazione è quella di cui stiamo parlando e sono totalmente innamorati di Martino.
Okay.
As the gnocchi and beef ragu bubble away,
We put the gnocchi here. It's super hot.
upstairs, Nonno Pietro and Nonnas Rosa and Pinuccia are settling in.
Ecco la sua nonna. Questo qua però è un po' alcolico. Mi va subito un po' alla testa.
Sì.
Almeno puoi parlare liberamente.
So, questo bambino è adesso parte della famiglia.
La gioia che mi ha dato è una spaccato il cuore.
Ci ha fatto ringiovanire veramente. Siamo felicissimi di questo bimbo. Sì.
Cos'è che ti dà il papà?
Guarda.
Martino, buon appetito.
That's delicious. delicious.
Thank you.
So can I ask you, how are you doing with the stress of it?
Do you have another question? It's not easy. It's not easy because, you know, you got the stress about what will happen in the future. And not only in our future, but even in his future.
Milano è una città progressista, quindi anche aperta alle novità, alle contaminazioni. Fortunati, considera che Martino Libero va al nido qua a pochi metri.
Sì.
Sono 21 bambini nelle 3 sezioni e 3 bambini hanno 2 papà, quindi diciamo che comunque è una percentuale molto alta.
Posso dirla chiara? Pensiamo che il governo sta facendo un gran schifo, promette tante cose, ma non ne sta mantenendo neanche una.
Milan is one of the happy island, let's say, of the Lombardy region or even in the Italy. But at the same time, I mean, we are not an independent state.
Can you tell me his middle name?
Libero. It's a kind of wish.
Politicians are temporary, but their policies can have long-lasting effects. Until he's recognized as an Italian citizen, Martino will never be able to vote to change the system.
Yes.
For my part, I hope in the future that the legal meaning of family will be closer to the original Latin. A word that simply meant household. In Italy's fastest moving city, the culinary trends are constantly going forward. But there's one place that's standing out by turning backward. I'm going to this restaurant that I went to 4 years ago that my wife discovered as usual. And as usual, it was amazing. So I'm going back in. It's called Trippa. Their bright idea is offal, O-F-F-A-L, and other traditional Lombard delicacies.
Posso? Avanti!
Despite the success of the restaurant, Chef Diego Rossi and owner Pietro Caroli don't believe in chasing the money. There's only one Trippa, solo Trippa.
Con pochi posti a sedere, per garantire il massimo della vita per i ragazzi, bilanciamento tra lavoro e vita privata, e quindi questa è una nostra scelta.
Io non ho voglia di lavorare.
No.
E allora non voglio prendere altri, no? Basta uno, fatto bene, no?
Besides their flexible working hours, Diego's bold approach to Milanese cuisine sets his kitchen apart. Rather than trying to be flavor of the month, he's going back to basics with classics like vitello tonnato.
Sai, il vitello tonnato negli ultimi anni era sempre questa carne grigia, scura, stracotta, e sopra la salsa tonnata stesa, no? Sembrava un laghetto dei cigni, ma un po' decadente, ok? E quindi... E quindi abbiamo cercato di riportarlo al suo vero valore, no?
Sì.
Cottura della carne migliorata e la salsa l'abbiamo messa nel sifone, no?
Ma tuna e che altro?
Qua ci sono tonno alletterato italiano, quindi è una varietà che prendiamo qua nel Mediterraneo.
Okay.
Poi capperi di Pantelleria, acciughe siciliane, e poi c'è la classica maionese. È l'unico piatto bello di Trippa. Gli altri li faccio brutti apposta perché così non spaventano i clienti, no?
Abbassa le aspettative.
Questo è l'immancabile filo d'olio, no?
But look at how
Posso
beautiful.
assaggiarlo?
Dammi un...
Guarda.
Yeah, try
guarda.
it. Ready?
Bravo, Perché, senti qua, la carne è più morbida. Poi, se prendi il cappero, senti l'acidità in quel momento lì, no? Pam.
Yeah.
A me piace di più.
I just love it. I love it. Thank you. We're gonna eat some more.
Yes.
All right. The first of what I know will be many courses is the one the place is named for.
Are you ready? Allora, qui abbiamo la trippa fritta con sale, pepe e rosmarino.
This is done with a special cut of tripe. It's called cuffia.
Questo qua è il secondo stomaco della mucca. Vedi che è fatta come il nido d'ape.
Oh, a hive.
Hive.
Oh, yeah, because it looks like a hive.
Ti piace? Croccante fuori, morbida dentro?
Yeah, perfetto. Yeah. Why did you decide to call it trippa, and focus on offal?
Because it was something actually missing in the Italian new tradition. Because le frattaglie è molto difficile prepararle bene. You make a fillet, it's just 3 minutes, you can just destroy it.
Yeah.
Fare questo è molto più difficile. But the result, that's why. Avevamo voglia di fare un posto antico nell'idea, ma moderno nell'esecuzione.
Chef?
Next. Dunque, lumache.
Sì.
Ok, con una crema di piselli e sopra c'è una fonduta e foglie basali del papavero.
Really?
Yes. And we have rabbit offals.
I love-
Sotto c'è una crema di sedano rabbit. Divertiti.
Allora,
Così,
grazie. So, rabbit offal, which I happen to love because I love rabbit and everything inside of it.
And you have all the offals, everything. Kidney, liver, heart.
Yep. I cannot wait to tell my wife about this because she never watches the show.
Find another place where you can try something like that.
No. Amazing. Okay, snails.
Big ones.
Green peas and wild garlic. Oh my God. It's too much.
I actually took the best decision of my life 10 years ago when I met Diego because I understood from the beginning he's a genius.
Allora, queste dorate è solo tagliatelle,
Tagliatelle,
burro, parmigiano. Facilissimo, no? Il piatto della nonna.
Sì.
Capito?
Ho capito.
Guardate che hai capito.
Pasta con burro e formaggio. It's just one of the best things ever.
Yeah, it looks simple, but it's not.
No, it's not simple. No. It's incredibly sophisticated and beautiful.
I told you he's a genius.
It's true. È incredibile. No, veramente. Absolutely amazing. Incredible.
Devi tornare più spesso, no?
Sì, domani per colazione.
Bravo.
Milan has always been an oasis for the forward-thinking and the innovative. Although today's Italy is more conservative, Lombards respect their traditions, but never shy away from new ideas. And the region's cuisine reflects those two sides, rooted in the old, but open to the new. As little Martino might one day say, your starting point is important, but where you go next is more so.